Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our WrestleMania shows. Today, we're going to look at some of the future stars of WrestleMania. 3 more big matches for you here, live from. We've got a new version of the WrestleMania stage. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet, but we'll see how it looks in match. And here we go. We're starting things off with a match that did happen at NXT recently anyway, and that is the Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. We're doing a Falls Count Anywhere match. The other two matches tonight, we'll see Keith Lee going one-on-one against Walter, which I'm looking forward to. Ooh. I apologise. Yeah, Keith Lee up against Walter. And in our main event, we will see the first defense of the European Championship by Finn Balor as he defends against Pete Dunne. So that should be pretty interesting how that works out. Adam Cole now dropping a boot right in the hand of Kyle O'Reilly. Cole now brings O'Reilly back up to a standing base and sends him into that far corner. So I don't know if I mentioned this on the stream the other day, I think, that we're going to do our videos a little bit different for the next few weeks, just because I've burnt myself out quite a bit doing a lot of the build-up to WrestleMania. So we're going to do an episode every other day. However, that will not involve, will not include the Dusty Classic. That will continue on at one per day, just so we can get that done, because it's far longer than I ever... Well, it's not longer than I anticipated it was going to be, because it's exactly what I imagined it was going to be, but... Yeah, it's going on a long time, but I'm enjoying it. Hoping you guys are as well. Really flushing out our tag team division and our tag team rankings. I've actually found a few tag teams since then that we haven't used that I would like to debut at some point. Which I might just do anyway, to be honest. I do what I want. Kyle O'Reilly now in with that reverse DDT on Adam Cole. And then into that cross armbar. And the big, strong left hand strikes in the face by Adam Cole. Gets himself free now, sending Kyle O'Reilly into the corner. Running clothesline. So what do you guys think of WrestleMania? I mean, I didn't get to watch it properly because night one I ended up sort of skipping through a lot of it to try and get done and dusted before I stream, and night two I watched it while I was at work, so I didn't give it 100% of my sort of concentration. I feel like night one was a really good night. I mean, not outstanding, but it was a good night. Night two for me, I felt like the quality did drop somewhat. I think the triple threat main event was fantastic. I wasn't too keen on the finish, but the more you think about it, the more that the finish was a very good, strong heel finish. And if the rumours are to be believed that they're trying to plan for a Roman Reigns versus Rock match at some point in the next year or so, then it definitely does bode well to put him over as a mega strong heel for The Rock to come back as a face and get the inevitable win eventually. So potentially that could work. But apart from that, I mean, I think the women's tag team... I moaned about the women's tag team division a few times now in the last few videos, and I still believe it's the same. They don't spend time developing the tag teams, and when they do have a developed tag team, they don't keep them together. And that's a tap out by Adam Cole. Kyle O'Reilly gets the win. I will continue my train of thought in the next match, but Kyle O'Reilly gets the win with a guillotine choke on the outside. Yeah, I was saying, I feel like they break tag teams up like the Iconics and the Riot Squad. Ones that are effective and working, they break them up. And then they try and just bodge tag teams together last minute for WrestleMania to try and make the division relevant again. You just got to stick with some teams and build them. That's what they need to do, and they're just not doing that at the moment. So hopefully that's something they will focus on in the future. But yeah, the women's tag team division for me was very boring. The women's singles matches, though, were fantastic, the pair of them. They both went the way I thought they were going to. They really put over the younger talent. So it was a good Mania. I don't think it was the best, but I don't think it was the worst. It was sort of like a A mid-ranking one. If the Night 2 quality was similar to Night 1 quality, we could be talking about really up there, but yeah. And here we go then, Keith Lee versus Walter. If you would have told me 6 months ago that Keith Lee would not be involved in WrestleMania, I would have been very surprised, and I still am, to be honest. I mean, he wasn't even involved in NXT, was he really? So Keith Lee's had nothing. You might be able to prove me wrong there, but I don't believe Keith Lee's had anything of recent. When was the last time we saw Keith Lee on WWE TV? And it's a shame because he is a great talent and he's someone that that Vince seems so high on, but obviously it never really panned out and he's been sent back down to NXT. It's just, yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, the Walter one, I understand that because I believe that that Walter was never going to be interested in signing a WWE deal because he has his own training school in Germany, and he didn't want to leave that unattended. So he's taken the NXT UK job, meaning that he can work there and still go back to Germany to do his training. Which is why I don't think we'll see too much of Walter over in America, unless they give him a really, really good deal, I suppose. But yeah, I was surprised that Keith Lee was not involved in WrestleMania Week, even if it was just... Was there a... Was there a Rumble, an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? There was, wasn't there? I didn't remember... I obviously didn't see that then. Andre the Giant Memorial... Who won it? You watched. Now they're going to tell me that Keith Lee won it. You watch. Because I didn't see this year's. I've just realised that I missed that off of my WrestleMania viewing, so... Let's see who won it. You guys already know and you're shouting this at me already, but... What? Oh my god, it was won by Jey Uso. Frickin' Jey Uso won it. Okay. What was this? This was... WrestleMania 37. I mean, was he even involved in it? It's not even on the results, so... Tag Team Turmoil. Yeah, I didn't even see it in the results, to be honest, so... I just want to see the list of the people that were involved, but it didn't look like there was really much going on at all, really. Undercard matches, main events, event, okay. Well, there we go. It was won by Jey Uso. Was he assisted in the victory? I don't honestly know, to be honest, but they're really putting these... Well, I say these, it's just that one Uso over, aren't they, at the moment? They're really putting him over as Roman's second-hand man, aren't they? And Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, what a waste of a world-class talent to have him come second to Jey Uso in the Memorial Battle Royal. That's why I didn't see it, because it was on SmackDown, was it? Okay, it was on SmackDown. As Walter, I've not been paying attention to the match, but Walter just locked in this Coquina clutch. It's not quite enough. Oh, here we go. Tozawa, Tucker, Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Eric, Drew Gulak, Humberto Carrillo, Elias, Jackson Riker, Mace, T-Bar, Kalisto, Lindsay Dorado, Gran Metalik, Murphy, Andrew Garza, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, King Baron Corbin, and then Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. And what I learned is that Shinsuke Nakamura needs to really consider what he's up to at the moment. As Keith Lee, massive super duper plex to the outside, crashing Walter's spine. Of course, don't forget we've still got one more match left for you on this card. After this match, we'll have Finn Balor up against Pete Dunne as Finn Balor makes his first defense of the European Championship. What are you looking at? The cat's currently trying to poke her own reflection in the window. She thinks her own reflection's another cat, and she's playing with it. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, darling. Keith Lee now, big boot into the leg. And now just sort of like starting on him. But finally does stalk ready, but Walter catches and trips Keith Lee over. Of course, this is a big match for both these two guys. We've not really seen a lot of them so far in the universe. And Walter gets the win with a single leg Boston Crab. Okay, well that's a... I wouldn't say it's a surprise victory, but it's a surprise in the way that it came. I weren't expecting that single leg Boston Crab to be the victorious maneuver, but I suppose the damage had been done earlier on. And the single leg Boston Crab was just a... It was just the straw that broke the camel's back, I suppose. But a big win there for Walter. That's going to give him the extra ranking point. And we are about to move on to our main event, the European Championship. And I'm pretty sure Walter will have his eyes on this European Championship match as well. One that he could potentially be pushing for in the future. And there it is, the European Championship. This will be, like I said, Finn Balor's first defense, going up against somebody else who is very high up in the rankings in the shape of Pete Dunne. It's got really dark all of a sudden. I know that probably means it's nighttime, I suppose, isn't it? But that's how time works, I'd imagine, isn't it? But yeah, Pete Dunne. Yeah, he's done pretty well. I don't know how he ended up so high in the rankings. It must have been from Rumble, maybe. Seems to be how the majority of people end up very high in the rankings, is via Rumble normally. Let's have a quick gander. So at the moment, Finn Balor sits in number 3 in the rankings. Pete Dunne sits at number 5. Yeah, Pete Dunne with 1 singles victory, 1 6-man tag victory, and 7 extra points. So those, of course, are eliminations in Rumbles or elimination matches. So currently Pete Dunne sits, 5th position alongside Chris Jericho, Darby Allin. Yeah, Chris Jericho and Darby Allin all on +7. I'll have to start doing like some matches every now and again just to use people who are on the same ranking points to try and split them up a little bit. Because, yeah, these 3 guys, Finn Balor, well, obviously... Pete Dunne's going to be different to the rest of them after this match anyway. Whether he goes up or down is yet to be seen. But yeah, we got Pete Dunne, Chris Jericho and Darby Allin all on +7. I mean, the one with the most singles victories, I mean, Jeff Cobb's got 5 singles victories. Darby Allin's got 5 singles victories as well. Tito Santana with 5 singles victories. But Bret Hart comes out on the top with 10 singles victories and 2 tag team wins. So Bret Hart is absolutely acing this so far. 3 singles losses and 1 tag team loss so far as well, though. But he still sits at the top on +10. No, +12, sorry. Triple H is in 2nd place on +10. This is the longest rankings, I think, the longest we've ever used the rankings, I think. So we are starting to see some bigger numbers now. I mean, down the bottom, it's not too bad, to be honest. I think the bottom of the rankings is -6, which is not so gentlemanly Jack Gallagher. So yeah, we can see them improving. I have now added to the spreadsheet an extra tab for the stable allegiance. I've put in there for now just the real stables, but as time goes on, we will start to obviously create our own and link some people to other ones as well. I do have some plans. Pete Dunne now flattens Finn Balor, and now just... I thought it was biting the finger there, I think. I'm not quite sure. It was biting the finger or just trying to dislocate the wrist, but Finn Balor in with a nice underhook suplex. And a big pump kick there by Pete Dunne. And now Pete Dunne locking in a triangle choke style submission here. We can't see it very well because Pete Dunne has broken the pivotal rule of television, which is always work to the hard cam. So we couldn't quite see what was going on there. Finn Balor now taking Pete Dunne up. Lovely set out powerbomb. Yeah, Pete Dunne is down as a member of British Strong Style, which of course is a three-man stable, alongside Tyler Bate and Trent Seven. Also, we've got Finn Balor. I'll put him as part of Bullet Club. So Bullet Club at the moment has a very large list of members, including AJ Styles, including Haku as well, who... Actually, I'm going to change Haku. I don't know why I put him in there, to be honest. Haku, I want to be part of the Heenan family. And we can tag him up eventually with Andre the Giant. As part of the Heenan family, yeah. Heenan family are never quite a big stable we can utilise. I'm looking for other stables. If you know of any real stables that are a little bit more obscure, then please do let me know as well. The X-Plex there locked in by Pete Dunne. Not quite enough to get in the championship yet, though. Yeah, if you can go on the ranking system, which will be in the link down below, if you can see any stables I have missed, then obviously you can let me know in the comment section down below, or if you are part of the Discord, that would be better for me, because I won't miss it then. As Pete Dunne now looking for the bitter end. And this could be a brand new European champion after just one championship defense. It is Pete Dunne is your European champion. Finn Balor loses the belt on his very first outing. And it's here at WrestleMania, the main event of our Future Stars show. Pete Dunne victorious over Finn Balor. Lovely. Finn Balor, as you can see, not happy. I'm sure he'll want another opportunity, and I'm sure that is something that we can organise. But maybe now I've got these sort of like stable allegiances built up, then maybe we can do some sort of Bullet Club versus British Strong Style and stuff like that. That's a good thing now, I think, having these set up to really be able to flush out our matches and our roster a little bit better. Anyway, we'll leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, and the other good stuff, and I will see you again tomorrow for our Dusty Classic. And the next day, of course, we'll be starting our WrestleMania Dream matches based on... I've got a lot of suggestions from you guys in the comments. I've got them all written down already. We've got some fantastic matches lined up for you, so make sure to check them all out. Good night, God bless, all the other good stuff. Auf Wiedersehen, Tatty Buys, and other bits and bobs. I don't know. I've overstayed my welcome. Good night.